So, welcome everyone to our self care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. My name is Laurie, and very grateful to be here today. So, we will go right into our session today. We will start with a check in to build our awareness and just allowing ourselves to be mindful in the moment, to notice how we're doing. We will be doing a practice and just sharing some information about deep rest and the power of breath. And we're going to be doing an exercise in the love, peace, and harmony field, building upon what we did last week in terms of creating a space of safety. And then we'll talk about some next steps for your self-care journey and service journey. So let's get started with a check-in. And we look at the following gauges. Excuse me. Let me go back. Okay, so we'll go back to the gauges. And if it feels safe and comfortable to do so, you can close your eyes. And just notice, imagine that you're doing a brief scan on yourself, noticing your thoughts, your emotions, your bodily symptoms or sensations, or like your physical sensations, as well as a reflection on your past actions, behaviors, including speech. And just allow yourself to notice with the sense of kindness and compassion. There's no judgment. Where you are in this moment. And you want to be as honest as you can, noticing what was coming up for you. And again, there's no judgment, so we can go deeper. Even reflecting on past words, actions, behaviors, even if mistakes were made or you weren't feeling your best, we are practicing non-judgment just to notice, oh, what was happening, with a sense of curiosity and compassion. So what we can do is, with that information of knowing where we are, we can then take the next steps for our self-care, our wellness journey, which then affects our service journey. And you can give yourself a number too, if you'd like, if that's an easy way to track progress from 0 to 10, where you may be in terms of comfort or discomfort. And as you're reflecting, I want to bring this chart out that we've reviewed in the past, but it may have been a while for some of us. And for some of us who have just joined our sessions, it may be quite new. However, this is a chart based on a chart that Dr. Alyssa Epple, that we're using. These sessions are being, it's based on the Stress Prescription book and some of Dr. Epple's work. And so she was talking about the mind states that create physiological stress or restoration. And we've been working on really allowing our bodies to go into deeper rest and restorative mode. So many times when we're active, we might be in this acute stress or cognitive load, right? It may not be highly stressful, but our mind is busy and we're thinking. So a lot of times at work, when we're doing household tasks, we spend a lot of time here. And moving to the green, we get a sense of rest, more calming, more relaxation. But to really restore, we want to get to this deep sleep, deep rest state. Apologize, you can't see in this, but in this kind of blue mind. So they call it the blue mind state, from the red to the blue. So last week, I initially thought that we do breath. So I've introduced it, but we will do more today. And what we want to do is just be aware of your breathing. So several studies found that when we are working, we're breathing more rapidly. So there is a term they call email apnea. Like when we're checking our email, we're likely holding our breaths or any other type of activity. And I remember when I had my first job at a school and there's so many tasks to do, so many students to see. I noticed that I was rushing, I was holding my breaths. And at that time, I would put down in my room, breathe, because I was holding my breath a lot of my times thinking and doing. So when we respond to stress with light, rapid breathing, we often, through our mouths, our breathing can go shallow, and the fast breathing can then signal to get ready for action. And this can become a stress spiral. So when I'm looking back many years ago, I noticed that I was in there, and even just I was young and only in like 2-3 years of work, and I found myself being at the edge of burnout, but I didn't even know what that was at that time because I was always moving and I was feeling like always in a rush. And that kind of really impacted my body. So what we're going to do is really practice in bringing our awareness to our breath. And I just want you to just notice without judgment, how much are you holding your breath? Just generally, these are questions you can ask yourself. How deeply or shallowly are you breathing? And one of the tests is that you can put one hand on your lower abdomen, one hand on your chest. See which one moves. If it's your bottom, like your belly breath, that's a deeper abdominal breathing, which is what we may want to get to. The chest breathing, especially if it is quite frequent, can kind of lead to that hyperventilation, like that. That breathing that actually activates that nervous system and kind of keeps us in that mode. You also want to notice how much tension are you holding in your body. So these check-ins that we do is to notice how much tension are you holding in your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. I notice that these areas are quite common, and sometimes we think we're relaxed until we actually relax and we can feel our shoulders dropping, our jaw slightly open, not teeth clenched. And then the last question you can think about is, how much are you fully breathing? And this would be like really getting in that nice deep breath and that elongated exhalation that may be a little longer than your inhalation. We've been practicing that a bit, right? At least 2 seconds exhalation to kind of bring down your physiological response. So we're going to continue to practice that. And I do want to bring up this concept about breaks versus restoration. So it's fine to relax. We talk about relaxation a lot, and it's great to do things that you enjoy, like reading books, watching movies, spending time with loved ones. However, most likely we still have a busy mind. We're reading, we're watching the show. Uh, and what we want to do is also have the opportunity to have this deep rest activities. So deep rest, which leads to restoration, is most easily achieved with sitting or lying down. Okay? Receptive and not focusing on mental content. So really moving to having no thought. So this is a training that we're going to try to do. The more we do it, the more our mind can just release the thoughts. So we'll do a practice today. Uh, these are some of the things that you can do on your own, including the exercise that we'll be doing, but really preparing your space to feel safe and relaxed. And last week, we really talked about that sense of safety. So I focused on that as we build into this breathing and this restoration activities. You could have that mini retreat mindset. So that could include your safe space. You could just imagine that, I'm on a mini retreat. No need to think about any other things, right? Just relaxing, enjoying the beauty of nature or the scene or the cozy space. Talked about like how awe, like being in that sense of awe can be helpful in nature. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, and we can exhale actually through our mouth, or sometimes the nose is okay too. But we want to allow our exhalation to be a bit longer than our inhalation. So we've talked about 2 seconds. So we practice that today. Okay. And we're going to do it in the love, peace, and harmony field. So as for those of you who are not as familiar, the love, peace, and harmony field is a set of calligraphies that's made out of this positive words, because we believe that everything has its own vibratory field, and all of our vibrational fields are connected in the quantum field of the collective. So when we go into the love, peace, harmony field, and we align with the vibrations of love, peace, and harmony, we can not only uplift our own beings, our own lives, we can also support the uplifting of the world. And that is another level of service that we can do just by taking care of ourselves. And so with this love, peace, and harmony field, it has this pure, positive frequencies, messages, vibrations that can help us move from relaxation to restoration by increasing the feelings of comfort, safety, and allow for slower, deeper breathing. So I'm gonna have you get into a comfortable space. If you want to lie down today, wonderful. If you want to sit down in meditation, that's fine as well. And we're going to go to our safe space. So we can call it returning to safety and wholeness, like we did in our previous session. So allow yourself to just go to your safe space in your mind. Maybe in your home or where you are, feel safe as well. So that's wonderful. You can create a physical environment, or if you're in another place, create it in your mind. Okay, because we do want that nervous system to calm down. So it needs to be out of that hypervigilant state. Okay. We're going to breathe in through our nose as we connect with the love, peace, and harmony field, knowing that we're unconditionally loved, protected, and supported. Think about like a baby, a newborn baby, right? For those of you who are parents, when the main things that you want to do for a baby and a child is to allow that child to feel safe, right? So as soon as it's It needs to be attended to. It needs to be cared for. So imagine that you are in a space and creating the space for this beautiful baby child. And that is you, like that child within yourself that needs to know how it feels to be unconditionally loved, protected, and supported. So some of us may not have had that opportunity, because of life situations, but we can work to get there now. As adults, we can reparent or take care of ourselves, allowing yourself to get in this space of comfort and safety, knowing you're unconditionally loved, protected, and supported. Feel the field 360 degrees around you, above you, below you, and feel the messages of love, peace, and harmony coming in as you're absorbing it through your skin as you inhale through your nose. So you're going to inhale, allowing that breath to go deeper into our lower abdominal area. So inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So see if you can do a similar breathing, inhaling. This is maybe 3 seconds, exhaling 5. If you can go to 4 and 6, or 5 to 7, wonderful, or even longer. The longer you can keep your breath, the better. Okay? And inhale through your nose. For those of you who are new to like breathing techniques, because usually breathing is an advanced technique like in spiritual practices. So the creator of this love, peace, and harmony field, he hadn't taught breath, until just recently, after over how many years? 18 years? It's 18 years. Been able to have teachings from him is just in the past few years. And just allow yourself to inhale. Imagine this light coming in through your nose, going down through your chest, but down, down, down to the lower abdomen area. Imagine this light ball in your lower abdomen. Inhale, your body starts to relax. Exhale, feel this light of relaxation expand through your body, going deeper and deeper relaxed, allowing yourself to go into a deeper state of rest, past the green, into the restoration mode, blue mind mode, noticing all of the muscles in your face start to relax. Notice that your jaw opens up slightly as you're relaxing your jaw. You may want to gently massage that area or open and close. Allow yourself feeling if you've stored tightness in your jaw. Good. Now feel the muscles in your neck to start to relax. You can still keep your posture of alignment and your neck flat, but it is relaxed. You can also bring your shoulders up to your ears and then drop it in relaxation. You can tense the muscles in your arm and then relax. Release, relax. This technique can sometimes help us to know if you're storing tension. And again, focus on your breath, inhaling the light to your chest, throughout your torso, to the light field within your lower abdominal area, like a light ball. Feel if you can get yourself to that space as your body goes deeper and deeper relaxed. Allowing yourself to feel unconditionally loved, protected, and supported. You can close your eyes if it feels comfortable to do so. And we have the Love, Peace, and Harmony instrumental. Allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into this meditative space. Noticing your breath. Imagine this light of relaxation, of restoration comes as you breathe in the messages of love, peace, and harmony. Just notice your breath. Focus on your breath. Breathing in the light of the field. Exhale, feel that light go to your lower abdomen. Expanding throughout your body. Bringing that message of love, peace, and harmony throughout your body. Going into deeper and deeper relaxation. Give yourself the message that you are restoring your cells, your body, learning this process to move from relaxation to restoration. And just continue to receive the message, feeling light within your entire body, being in this relaxed space. For those of you who may not have anything after this session, you can kind of stay in this meditative space, allow yourself to rest, to go into this restorative space. For others who may need to energize, you can just imagine we're going to breathe in the light to our lower abdomen. Exhale, let that light condense, like the light is being concentrated in your lower abdomen. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to inhale with love, peace, and harmony and elongate the words. Inhale, love, peace, harmony. Exhale, love, peace, harmony. Good. Inhale, love, peace, harmony. Exhale, light from the lower abdomen expands. Love, peace, harmony. And you can continue to do this breathing. And I will share some next steps, but allow yourself to stay in this space of relaxation as you're listening. Or for those of you who feel moved to share, we'd love to have you post, whether in the chat as you come to share any experiences or how you're doing. And so just a reminder for those of you who would like to get more information of some of the information that we share here. This is just for educational purposes. We are not replacing any psychological or medical information, but you can get some information from the Stress Prescription, 7 Days to More Joy and Ease by Dr. Alyssa Epple. You can also go to the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation to learn more about the Love, Peace, and Harmony field or their charity works, their service works. So I have found that when I'm doing these types of exercises, if I am with a calligraphy field, like the Love, Peace, and Harmony field, things become easier because of the frequency and vibration, positive messages it holds. So great to find out more information. You can also spend more time in the Love, Peace, and Harmony fields in practicing meditations. We usually have the first 3 Mondays of the month with my mother Annette in the morning. Next week, Monday, she won't have the session as she'll be traveling, but she may return back on the 22nd for a session. We also have YouTube videos and playlists that you can check out on our Satori Family Wellness Center YouTube channel. You can also watch any of these other previous self-care and service sessions. We have quite a lot of them, over 100. And we also have a free wellness evening with Tao Calligraphy, Introduction to Tao Calligraphy and the Tao Calligraphy field. It's on Thursdays from 7 to 8 Hawaii time. You can sign up and register on our website, www.satorifamilywellnesscenter.com. And because we do have a lot of offerings, if you're needing a bit more information about how to get started, what could be helpful for you, we'd be happy to assist. We give complimentary 15-minute sessions to those of you who are new or beginners. And also make sure you contact your healthcare providers, your responsible healthcare providers, if you need more assistance. As I mentioned earlier, this does not replace anything. This is just here for educational purposes. And you can continue your service journey. Again, we have this wonderful song that's playing in the background. You can get that complimentary. You can share it with others so they can continue to be in this positive frequency and message of love, peace, and harmony. And just a reminder, self-care is service. Increase your self-care to increase the quality of your service. So thank you everyone for joining. Hope you are doing well, and if there is anyone who wanted to share anything, we'd love to hear from you. There is a feedback form that you can share. Maybe if there's areas that you want us to focus on, or if you have any questions, or just to give us some feedback as how we're doing, because these sessions are for all of you. So the more you share, the more insight we can have to do things that are helpful for you. So thank you, everyone. Wonderful. And we're going to say goodbye to those who are on live stream, Facebook. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for those who are watching the video. And Brittany did share a general evaluation form. Thank you so much, Brittany, for that. So for those, and then also for those who fill out that form, every month we have a lucky draw that then you get a special service with us. So it's a really wonderful offering. And so please check that out. And we will have next week, so we hope to see you then. So thank you everyone on our video. Did I just stop that? I wonder if did I stop the recording? Okay. Aloha everyone. Okay, bye. And